So this is gonna be a little bit of a different vlog. I didn't want to do two separate videos for this. I just wanted to kind of jam it all into one and show you what our off weeks or vacation looks like when we're not playing golf tournaments. Basically, we went to Colombia for a couple weeks, mainly to get Nico's wisdom teeth out, but also to see the family, and I actually had some work to do in Bogota, which is what I'm doing right here. I'm flying to Bogota for just one day because I have a couple very important meetings for my startup. I think I've shared a little bit about it. I'm starting a golf apparel brand and I really needed to visit the manufacturer. So that's what I did. I just went for a day and then this is me coming back to Medellin. Fun fact, I actually used to live in Bogota whenever I was like 12 because of my dad's work. So this city's pretty familiar for me. It was just one quick day, but here it is. We are back in Medellin. This is Nico's family's new puppy. Her name's Lola. She is adorable. Nico's biggest dream in life, I think more than winning golf tournaments, is to have his own dog. So he is literally thriving here. He loves the new puppy. He's trying to teach her new tricks. She's so cute. She's like a micro golden doodle, I think. Look at her. She's adorable. Good morning, friends. This week is our last week in Medellin. We are leaving on Friday to go back to the US, to our house. We haven't been home in 9 weeks, so we're super excited. Nico got his wisdom teeth out. Yesterday I went to Bogota for work. I basically just went to our manufacturer and had a really good, productive meeting to see what our next steps are in terms of sampling. And yeah, tomorrow I get my hair done, which is the most exciting day. I'm hanging out with Lola. And say hi. And I'm getting my hair done. I'm getting keratin in the afternoon. So we will see how it goes. Brownie.
A ver. No trajimos ni nuestras cucharas porque tú
Sí, yo no.
comes.
Yo robo. Es único ahí.
Let's share our last couple days. What are you gonna do today?
We play golf.
Tell them how your surgery went.
It was horrible. It was very bad, but it ended up going well. I'm out of wisdom teeth now.
Excited to go back home?
Very excited. Like, follow, and subscribe.
Like, comment.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Olympic athlete.
Flight attendants on doors.
Okay, ya. Where are we going?
It's top secret.
Okay, so here we go. Our day started bright and early from Jacksonville Airport. We are going on a cruise to Alaska, so the cruise actually starts in Seattle, so we flew into Seattle and we had a little bit of time before we actually had to board the ship, so we did a little bit of exploring. I have been to Seattle before for a golf tournament during college, so I had already seen all of this, but it's nice to see it without rain, which is rare in Seattle, but it was really fun. This is one of the main attractions, going to the fish market in Pike Place, and obviously go to Starbucks Reserve. Unfortunately, we couldn't get any coffee because it was absolutely packed, but it was still fun to see this. So we actually went on the Celebrity Edge ship, which is from Celebrity Cruises, and this is the port of entry for the ships. This is just a little shot, and this is Nico opening up the door to our stateroom. It was honestly beautiful. There's nothing I would have improved in this room. It was gorgeous. If you haven't seen my TikTok, I made a little recap of this, but we went on a little ship tour where we explored every deck and just got to see all the fun things that we could do. This is the pool area, which honestly, this is the only day I saw people inside the pool. Later in the afternoon, we were a little tired, so we just went to the room, hung out, and then we grabbed some drinks from one of the bars in the back of the ship. Hey friends! Hello from our cruise room. We are heading to Alaska. Today is a sea day, so we're just sailing. But we're gonna get a workout in, because with everything that you eat in a cruise, you must go to the gym. It's a necessity. He can't find his socks.
Hi, friends. Like, follow and comment.
Okay, so we just made it to Ketchikan, Alaska. This is our first stop here in Alaska for the cruise. We got here really early in the morning, had an alarm for 6:45, but with the time change, we didn't realize we had to wake up an hour later, so we had an extra time to just chill. The weather's kind of gloomy, but we're excited to see this first stop. We have our binoculars and we were ready to go. I got ready and look nice and cute. Let's go. Okay, so this is Ketchikan, and the main attraction here is basically see the black bears eat salmon. So we didn't really want to go with the cruise excursions because they're super expensive, so we just found a local tour guide that showed us around the city, the waterfalls, and the main attraction, see the bears. But unfortunately, the bears did not want to come out that day, so we didn't get to see them. The excursion lasted around 2.5 hours, and it was beautiful, but honestly, I think it was a waste of money. We could have just done this on our own. So that was pretty much it with the tour guide. After the tour ended, we still had a little bit of time before heading back to the ship, so we decided to go on a hike, and this was probably my favorite part of that day. The hike was really fun. I love hiking. We all had hiking boots except my mother-in-law. She did not, and there were literal rivers flowing through that hike, so her feet got soaked. but it was all worth it for this view. It was beautiful. It honestly looked like Jurassic Park. That's the best way to compare it. But I love this. I love hiking. Look at this. Doesn't it look like Jurassic Park? Day 2 in Alaska was Juno, but we arrived there pretty late because in the morning, from 6 to 11 in the morning, you're able to see a glacier from the ship, which was honestly one of the most incredible things we've ever done. The water is so blue from all the glacier water, and it was a really awesome experience. We arrived in Juno later in the day, and this was actually the shortest stop of all, because you get to see the glaciers from the ship, but we took a car that took us to see that glacier and these waterfalls that Nico's standing next to, and they were pretty awesome. The waterfalls it's probably the biggest waterfall I've ever seen, so it was pretty refreshing. We still had some time before we had to get back on the ship, so we explored a little bit of the town. Juneau is actually the capital of Alaska, so it was nice to see that. And later that night, we took the tram up to the mountain to see the city from above and take another hike. I loved hiking, but I don't know if the rest of our party did. Okay, so this is actually day 3, and guess what we're doing? We're hiking again. So this is actually Skagway. The main attraction in the city is actually the train, the White Pass Rail, which is very beautiful, but we had a little bit of time before the train started, so we just went on a little, it's called a loop. It wasn't really that long of a hike, and this is the train we were about to take. The train was very scenic, very beautiful. You learned a lot about the history of Skagway and the gold rush, which happened in the 1800s. This is the trail where the gold rush actually happened. It was pretty awesome to see, and honestly unbelievable that train or that rail was built over 100 years ago. Like, I don't know how they did that in Alaska when it was freezing, but these people made it happen. Okay, so we're on to our last stop in the cruise. This is Victoria in Canada. We actually had a day in the sea in between, but there was nothing really to show. I didn't film really any of the dinners, as you could see, just because this video would be an hour long, so I decided not to film that and just focus on the locations that we went. But Victoria was probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. This garden, if you ever come, you have to come here. The entry was only like $40, or like $30 US, I guess. We spent like an hour and a half here, and we enjoyed every minute of it. Actually, where Nico's family's from, Medellin, is called the Eternal Spring City because they have beautiful flowers, so I think they could relate. Nico's parents are obsessed with gardening, so they couldn't believe the flowers they were seeing here. It was just beautiful. Like, look at this.
Just my secret to carry love, to carry chill.
Hey guys, so we made it back to Seattle early this morning. We're packing up our stuff. Sad that the trip is over, but it was really fun. Alaska was beautiful. It really wasn't what I expected, but it was still beautiful. Last night we were in Victoria in Canada, and that I think was one of my favorite parts of the trip. But we're gonna be in Seattle for the next day, and tomorrow we head to San Francisco for a couple days before we go to Napa for the first tournament back after this little break. So this was really fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit of a different video because I didn't really talk that much. I haven't edited this yet, but I think I'm gonna do voiceover style so I can show you everywhere we went. So this is it. Let's see what Nico has to say. Found him in his natural habitat. It's a rare sighting. What do you have to say?
About the trip?
Mm-hmm.
The cruise was really cool. It's my first time in a cruise.
You look really sexy.
And the expectations are too high now for our cruise. The standards, I'm sorry. But we had a great time. We spent time with my family. We visited new places. And unfortunately we didn't see many animals. But overall it was an awesome trip. And I won in the casino. So
Go Alaska. Check.